What's up, good people? I feel like this is working. Maybe. Welcome. We're back here. There you go. Got one more.
Oh,
person.
yay!
Two more. Sweet. Welcome to day I. They stop counting days. Kidding. This is Wednesday, so we'll be doing this for a week and a day. And today we got some special plan for you guys. So last 2 days we were working on closed guard, and I hope everybody got the opportunity to watch these videos. So yesterday, I do apologize, we had some difficulties going live from my account, from my phone. Not sure why, so I had to use the Entropy account to do our live stream yesterday. But we're back on it today, and looking forward to sharing some jiu-jitsu with you guys. So today we've got, let me see who's here saying hi. أنا سعد، كيفك حبيبي؟ مشتاق لك يا زلمة. سعد عشي.
Yes, hello Saad.
Power couple. So today we've got butterfly guard plan for you guys. I see some people already started.
Hello guys. Did you check my phone, babe?
No, who's saying hi?
Lots of people.
People.
Tendo's here.
Amazing. What's up, Tendo?
A lot of people. Hi guys. Welcome. Stay tuned for some awesome jiu-jitsu, even if you've never done it before. That's awesome jiu-jitsu.
That you said? Alright. So, we're gonna start off, guys. So, like I said, we're doing butterfly guard today. I'm gonna show you some of the basic concepts that we've learned. It is very important to know when you start training this kind of guard. Some sweeps and then variations off of that position. So, stay tuned. Let's see some awesome stuff. And Rona loves learning about butterfly guard, so we're gonna make her wish come true today.
I just don't get it, that's why.
Sweet. So, this is what butterfly guard looks like. I'm gonna have my feet making hooks. My feet making hooks on the inside here of my opponent's thighs. Okay, both feet on the inside. This is where the leverage comes, or let's say the connection comes. It is a form of open guard because my legs are not closed around my opponent, okay? But it does give me the opportunity to scoot forward and back, okay? And I use my feet to kind of help me push forward and back from this very position. Perfect, okay. And so, the other thing we want to learn from butterfly guard is underhooks with the arms, okay? So if I'm able to come in under the arm here and grab the belt, it's a very good, it's okay. There's a very good position for you guys. I'll turn around and I do it from several angles for you, okay? But essentially, I'm coming in and I'm going under the armpit and grabbing the belt, okay? Some people like to come up here and grab the shoulder, okay? Some people just hug the back. I like to grab the belt if it's there. If it's not, sometimes it's good to grab the pants. And then other people have been very, very crafty with opening the lapel and grabbing it from the opposite side, just for more leverage. So we're going to go over the basic position and basic sweep now. Then we'll move on to the complicated hand. One step. Face this way. We'll do it from this angle. And we'll do it from there. So I'm going to come in here, guys. First of all, me being square doesn't help me so much. Me being square doesn't help me so much. It's good for sitting square. So if I'm sitting here, okay, and all you can see is my back, okay, it's not good for you, it's not good for me. For you, you can't see much, and for me, it's because I'm a sitting duck. So if you think about it like a target, it's better for me to be more sideways. Okay, so I'm leaning over to one side, and I'm using that angle. Okay, I start with making an angle with myself, and then she's going to follow through with that angle because of the input that I give in to this move. Okay, so even if we start here, I'm going to turn, post my hand behind me, okay, start scooting sideways. I like to start by grabbing here on one side of the collars, okay, I would grab this side or this side, and I use the collar grip to kind of pull me close, and then once I get close, I'm going to drop this arm and go under her armpit on this side, okay, I'll do this from several angles so you guys can see, but once I grab here, I go underneath and I grab the belt. I need to make sure that I close as much distance as I possibly can. Okay, I'm going to bring my head as close as I can to my opponent. I put it on their chest, and now I have a good position from which I can work. If my head's too far away, she can use any of her arms to push me back down to the mat. Push me back, yeah, push me back, yeah. Now here I'm fighting an arm and I'm fighting from a very, very bad position. Yeah. Whereas if I get my head close here, it's very, very hard to get in there and push my head away. And by that time, she's already off balance. Okay? So, let's turn this way so we see what's going on with the hooks and everything. So, I'm going to reach in, pull myself close to this side, and then go under her armpit and grab the belt. Okay? It's very important that when I go in, guys, okay, I keep my elbow on the inside of my knee. My elbow's on the outside of my knee, and I come in close, and I get here. Even before I go for the underhook, she's just going to smash the knees together, and then I'm in a bad position for my guard. So I come in, but I keep my elbow on the inside of my knee there, protecting it. And then I can go underhook, perfect, and keep myself stuck to my opponent. All right? So there's the hook side or the underhook side, where I keep my foot hooked, and there's the opposite side where I'm going to shoot my foot out from underneath. So I'll let you guys see that. So I come on in, and look how I get this foot out, okay? And I keep it as if I'm trying to block the knee with this foot. But you see there's a lot of use for this guy we can do later.
I'll fix it.
There you go. Perfect. Now they can see my foot. So I come in here and I go under, okay? Now, because I'm controlling everything on this side, okay? I'm going to lean over to my left shoulder. So I'm controlling on my right side. I'm going to lean towards my left shoulder, and the sweep is going to be the other way. So I'll show it to you from a different angle now.
Let me just fix the angle of my phone.
Okay.
I want to ask a question. That foot, is it always the case or just for the sweep?
For the sweep.
Yeah. So it's not the standard butterfly position, basically.
No, not standard. So for this particular sweep, it's good to have it in that position.
Okay.
So I'm going to come in, get my angle, get my foot out, underhook, keep my head close to my opponent's chest. And now once I'm ready, I'm going to start taking my left shoulder to the mat. Okay? I was posting my hand on the mat here. Okay? I'm going to start creating a big angle at this point. So I want my opponent to start placing their hands on me or gripping something. This is what I'm aiming for. Okay, maybe it doesn't start that way. If she grabs, that's perfect for me, or grabs here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the wrist, okay? I'm going to push the wrist in between my opponent's legs. At the same time, I'm going to drop my shoulder to the mat, okay? And start leaning all the way down. Here. Perfect. Okay? Once my shoulder gets to the mat, we'll do it from different angles. Once my shoulder gets to the mat, okay? I'm going to start putting the left leg up. So the left leg that was hooking on the outside of the knee is going to lift me up. Okay? So it's going to look like this. Here. I'm lifting myself up on that back leg, not the right leg that was hooking. So right side, making the hook over here. Left side, okay, is the one that's going to lift me up. There. Okay? So I come into my position, push the arm in between the legs, and start leaning towards my shoulder. Okay, I keep the right leg bent, I don't straighten it, and I just push myself up with the other leg. Okay, and I come up into a sweep. We'll do that from several angles, so you guys can see it.
I think. Do the other way now.
This one. You guys got that one. So if I come in, I underhook, I'm grabbing the wrist, push it between her legs, and go on my shoulder all the way down, and start coming up on my left leg. Here, now I just walk forward. I drop my knee to the ground, and I end up in a nice scarf position after I finish the sweep. Very, very important. My butterfly hook, it stays bent, doesn't extend at all. So if I'm doing it from this angle, I'm dropping, and I lift myself up here. I keep this guy bent all the way until I finish my sweep. And I can just drop it as I finish in my scarf position. Hope everybody got to see that, okay? If you want to see it from a different angle or have questions, let us know. check out the page.
Hello, guys.
هلا والشامي.
Hi, Samer. Samer is here.
هلا وسمرة.
We miss you,
Hello,
Samer,
Habib.
so much, so much, so much. You have no idea. Well, I don't know if he's actually still there.
هلا معيد لك إياها أستاذي.
Oops, I keep flipping the camera.
هلا إيهاب الوحش.
It's just Tendu, Walid, and...
هاي البارودي هون كمان. شكله دخل عندي بعدين عندك.
No, he's not here anymore.
أوكي.
Hello, hello.
Okay.
Nice guard.
Thank you.
Someone is saying, Walid.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's do it from this side. I'll come close. I'll go underhook, grab the belt, keep my chest close, and come sideways as much as I can. Make her think like she's gonna fall down that side. So grab the sleeve, push it through, grab the wrist, push it through, and go down. Pop, 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 and then she falls. I'm gonna aim to finish here in a scarf position.
Okay, guys, I feel like there's a question here.
I feel like there's there too.
I'm watching you from USA. Nice. Thanks, Walid.
Abu Zuz.
What are you saying? I'm watching you from the USA.
Us. I'll bring the right big guy. Abu Zuz, from the same angle. Did you see that okay? Do you want me to repeat it? Can you finish in mount? You can, but I don't recommend that you try to go for mount, because then it's easier for them to catch you in half guard or quarter guard. Even they'll catch like the tip of your foot as you're trying to finish the sweep. Okay? But in the very end, when you finish, it should look kind of like a knee on belly position. Okay? When your opponent's trying to sweep, but then their foot is like kind of in the half guard. And that's why I choose to slide it to side mount and then go to mount after that. So it's much better for you to end up in side mount and then go to mount rather than try to get to mount immediately. If that makes sense. Remember that?
Yep.
Same questions. Everybody good?
I guess so.
I guess so. Wonderful stuff. Okay, the next one I'm going to show you guys is so I'm going for the same position, okay, but I have a bit of a different control. So let's say you have the two hooks.
Control.
Same control. So let's say you have two hooks, the two butterfly hooks, and you want to just elevate your and you can use them to elevate your opponent and get to a nice position or sweep. So I'll show you what I'm talking about.
We should do a class with a Brazilian accent.
Why?
One day.
I don't understand it.
Just for fun.
So if I come in here with my two hooks, okay, I need to come in a way that doesn't compromise my base. So if I scoot very close and I keep my head behind my hips, so you see that sideways now, so that it gives me a chance to explain it. Okay, my chest cannot, my head and my chest cannot be behind my hips. Otherwise, one, it feels like an ab workout. And two, it's very easy for her to just push me and put me on my back. I'll show you in a minute. See, one-handed, she can do it.
Actually,
Okay.
I will do this.
That's super easy as well, but that you can do anyway.
Yeah.
So if I'm here, okay, I need to keep my chest in front of my hips. Okay? It's okay. I'll be here in my guard, in my open guard, and I need to have my chest in front of my hips. Here. This is where my base is. Now it's hard to put me down. If my chest is behind my hips or like even in line with it, I'll very easily topple back. Okay? So I'll be here. Okay, and notice how I keep my arms nice and tight. If my elbows are out, they're easy targets, so keep them nice and close to me. Okay, now if she just wants to push me over, it's harder for her. Okay? Harder because the hooks are in there. Okay? But if I scoot in and my back, my chest is behind my hips, she just puts me on my back. Now she has the opportunity to pass my guard. My hooks are not really working here because she squishes them. That's for jiu-jitsu. So that's when I come in close, I need to make sure that my head and my hips are in the right position. Okay, so I come in close and I can go like 2 arms under. Okay, I like to sometimes put my head in my opponent's chest before I do the next part of the move. I'm gonna scoot in, pull them over me, okay, and levitate, like extend both of my legs so that my opponent's hips are in the air. It's gonna work. So I'm gonna scoot in, okay, pull her close, and levitate so that we're here. Okay? Once I levitate, I won't stay there for too long. I'm gonna keep one leg kicked, and I'm gonna move the other one away. Okay? So I'm gonna keep one hook in and move the other one out. That way, it gives me a bit of an angle as to what I'm gonna do next. So I'll show you guys what that looks like. So I'll come in, I'll levitate, I'll move this leg out, and now she's a bit sideways. Okay? I can choose to sweep this way by blocking this arm. Okay? Or I can choose to move her arm over my head, scoop sideways, and then I come up for my back take, right from the side.
Okay.
So I'm going to come in, levitate, leave one leg out, boom, I can block the arm and finish a sweep. Okay? Huh? Angle.
Huh?
Oh, right, if I move the arm out of the way, I have a nice back take when I come up here. Okay? One leg is inside, it's basically a hook. Okay? I can just come up here, establish a seatbelt control, and work to a nice back take. Yeah. Let's do the angle and adjust it.
No, this was good for the back leg.
Everybody good? Hello people. Glad you all could join us.
Nobody's watching a microphone? Oh
How
my
dare
god.
they? How dare they?
How dare you guys?
They'll go splits. Some of them will go here, some will go here.
Good. Us.
Alright, people.
Alright. I remember doing this in my white belt days and not succeeding. When you taught this, you taught this at UFC.
Yeah, it's been a while.
This move, exactly.
It's been a few minutes.
Yeah.
ابراهيم بدك تحرك الايد بدك تعطيها كسر صعب صراحه لانه حتى لو مسكت الايد تعمل كيمورا انا بضلني رايح على الظهر.
What's this question?
بعد ما ازيد ايدك تديرهم على الباك. هيجيبوا كيمورا. Nice arm.
كيمورا؟ ايد يعني
انا بزيح الايد هاي لا كيمورا. انا بدك تمسكي هاي الايد يعني.
انا؟ انا.
يعني حتى لو مسكت هاي الايد ابراهيم شوف بضلني اروح على الظهر عادي.
I can't.
صعب كذا حتى لو مسكتها بضلني لافف لاروح اوصل على الظهر.
اصلا I can't لانه I have to لازم اسوي شريب اوت عشان اقدر امسك الفيجر فور بس انا محبوسه بين رجليه.
فكر فيها هيك ابراهيم.
صح؟
لا صح. فكر فيها هيك اذا احنا بالكلوز جارد هون تقدر تعمل لي كيمورا صعبه. هون تعمل لي كيمورا لاني انا متحكم بالجارد. اوكي نفس الشيء هو جارد مختلف بس هو برضه جارد. اوكي انا طلعت من هون اوكي وبعدتها عني ها صرت انا على الظهر. اوكي فصعب كثير انك تعمل سبمشن من جوا الجارد تبع حتى لو جارد مختلف كان. اوكي cool people cool. So it's 2 more sweeps so we did 3. Everybody good? Yes. You got people there. Awesome. And so the next part, guys, the next move that we're going to talk about is if you try to go for the first sweep, for the first butterfly sweep, and then your opponent postures. Okay? So let's say they either post a hand or like come up completely on their legs. So we'll do we'll tackle both. But the one that I want to stress on is the one where they base up completely, because that's when you have to sort of change your game a little bit. Okay? So if we're here. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll come in to do my sweep. Okay? And my opponent tries to posture up here. Exactly. Okay? If she comes up, now I'm going to switch from butterfly to deep half. So I go under the leg, I go with this arm under the leg here, and I switch all the way underneath my opponent. Okay? I'm going to have to move back so you guys can see better. But then the next part of the move is me coming in here. with my free leg now, okay? I'm gonna make a frame on my own foot. Frame on my own foot. I'm gonna grab her foot here. So if her foot's like down on the mat and you feel like it's hard to grab or lift up, you can lift your leg up and then her foot's right there. Now I'm just gonna press, okay, with my left foot on my right foot and in the same direction as the knee, okay, to force the sweep that side. Here. Let's move that.
Okay.
So if I come here, I turn and I go under, okay? I'm pressing here, okay? Now, as I start to push, okay, I'm gonna come up. And I'm gonna come up in a nice over-under position, okay? So one,
Should we go further?
right.
I did that one. I want to cut it. We'll do again, guys, so you can see everything.
Nice repeat. Okay, get my foot framed here. I grab her foot and I press so I can sweep. And I come in this position. One leg is out, one knee is here, in. Okay, you're pinning one leg down and you have control of the other leg. So nice over-under position here. It's very easy to pass this way or this way. Okay, it depends which one you choose. Boom, back step, and you end up in side control. Or you can switch to double underpass, or you can switch to going like completely on the backside. But the sweep is there, super effective. Us, what's up, people? What's up, Gerber?
He's asking a question here.
Let's see. Is that the electric chair? It's not the electric chair. You can switch to the electric chair from there because, but it's not the same one. So this one's just plain butterfly guard, and I make a frame on my foot with my other foot. Okay. So
Hi, Dan.
I'm making a frame right on my foot, and I'm pressing in one direction. Right. In the electric chair, you start by having the lockdown position that 10th Planet uses. Okay. Where you literally stretch one leg and you're holding the other here. So it's a bit of a different position, but it's a good question though. Most welcome, man. Alright, you guys saw that one okay? It can be a bit tricky, but basically when your opponent posts or postures to defend, you can switch over to kind of a deep half guard and you levitate using that hook, using the frame, and you continue with the sweep. So simple and very effective. Alright. That was one. And then the other one is X guard. So if you posture up completely.
Like stand up.
Right. That's good. So I'll be here and I come in, try to do the sweep, and she just stands up basically. Alright, yeah, so she stands up, no more sweep, even if I have the wrist. And I'm pushing here, it's very hard to sweep if my opponent's standing. So here I'm just gonna switch my hand underneath as if I'm going for deep half guard, but she's standing, right? So she stays standing, and I go for, like I'm underneath my opponent here, and I'm gonna go for X guard. So I'm underneath this leg, and I'm gonna make an X. There it is. So one foot on each side of the knee, okay? One knee on each side of the knee. One knee is here and one knee is there. And from here you have all your X guard games that you can use to your advantage. You have your high and low sweep, okay? Over here, I can grab the sleeve if I want, or I can just keep it here. I can push with this leg and block the ankle with the other leg, and drop my opponent back here, ready to pass the guard. You have back takes. You can go to single leg X. You can do so many things from there. But it's very simple. You just reach for the underhook and you transition into X guard or single leg X.
In my opinion, X guard is the ultimate guard. If you're there, you're sweeping or taking the back.
Well,
if you don't, there's a big problem.
Well, you have to be good at it.
Yeah, but like it's like the most in trouble someone can be being an X guard, in my opinion.
I feel like that's close guard for me.
Really?
Yes.
Oh.
So if somebody's good at close guard and you get stuck there, it's a problem. But X guard, I don't know. I mean, it's dangerous, but it's still open guard, so you still kind of have mobility. Sky. أهلا أنت حبيبتي.
Hi, mommy. Walid's asking you a question, I think.
Need some takedown time because I am a wrestler.
Takedown next
Oh
time.
man, maybe next time we'll do takedowns. That's awesome, man. I wrestled I trained for many years in the U.S. with my friend, brother, and training partner Carlos Soto. He runs a gym in Indiana, also an Atos gym. So he's amazing at it. So we trained together for 8 years in the States. So wrestling got really good. We'll see if we can do some wrestling drills for you next time.
Why, Walid? Why do you want to do this to me?
We'll use somebody else. I won't use you for wrestling drill. Yeah.
Say something.
That's good, mashallah. Yeah, it is good. It's good. What's up, Wahid?
Didn't bring this.
Nice to hear from you, big guy.
Oops, sorry, I dropped the phone.
Oh, Wahid knows this butterfly guard all too well. He also uses it sometimes. It's very, very nice control. So I mentioned that sometimes people use the lapel instead of going for the belt from behind the back. So I'll show you a small example of what that looks like since we have a little bit of time, and then I'll open up questions for everybody.
Go, just
Because that's kind of all we have in mind for today. Well, no. So I can be here coming in from my butterfly guard, okay, and I'll start by reaching for the belt behind the back, and then before I go for the wrist, I can open this lapel on one side and pass it behind the back to the other hand. Now I have control over my opponent's shoulder. So now even if she wants to turn this way, it's hard for her. And if she turns the other way, she gives me more opportunity to come in and do sweeps and all sorts of tricks. Okay? It's very, very nice control from here. Picked this up from one of my friends, Professor Breno Lima. If you know him, he's one of the best at
awesome.
butterfly guard. He's ridiculous. And so this grip works just as well as the belt for all these positions that we were talking about. So everybody's doing okay. I'll switch on, I guess, to one more that I had in mind from butterfly guard. And then,
I have a question actually.
tell me.
So let's say I decide that my game plan is butterfly guard.
Okay.
That's the main thing I'm going for.
Okay.
How the heck do you get there? That's my question. How do you get in a situation where your opponent's like this and you're like this?
Well,
I feel like
it's pretty ideal.
I feel like this is a luck situation. It only happens when it just happens, and you're like, oh, okay, I can go butterfly guard now. But you can't make it happen. I don't know.
You could, if you transition from a different guard. So if you transition from half guard or closed guard, you can play from that position. But you have to do it in a smart way that doesn't cost you the guard itself. No? No, you still don't see it?
I don't get it. Sorry.
I can give you an example and then you'll see what I'm talking about. Closed guard.
Closed guard.
Yeah.
Okay.
So from closed guard, and we go here as if we're transitioning and go to spider guard. Okay? And then I hip escape a little bit. Okay? And as opposed to going spider, okay? I reach for the collar on this side and then I just come up right here into your butterfly guard position.
Nice. So that's simple enough.
Yeah, it can be done, And then of course half guard. If you have half guard, okay, then all you need to switch to butterfly guard is to get this outside hook inside, right? So as long as I create space for that and you're not smashing me completely.
I would be like trying to knee cut or something at this point.
Right,
I won't be like...
I can just drop that leg of yours and make a hook and they come up. So drop it.
They can't see them.
Get this way so you can see what you do.
So here,
so if we're playing half guard and you lift your knee to do a knee cut, okay, we talked about this in one of the lessons. I make a hook under your shin and I extend the leg so your knee drops, okay? And then from here, I can get my grip, come up, and then I have my hook here that I can play butterfly guard with, okay? And then it's up to me to get into a position that's comfortable enough for me to fight with. So you'll probably be doing a balance between giving me your weight and working ways of passing, and I just have to follow and make sure that I have at least one hook. to fight with.
Okay.
The other way is obviously to pull straight into it, but that's easier said than done. It's very risky too. Like it's very,
Because you don't have grips.
right? People have been very, very innovative in the way that they pull guard jiu-jitsu fighters like these days, and then you'll see that at the very, very highest level, where some guys like Mikey Musumeci, he just prefers to sit and pull guard, and he has a ridiculous guard. So it kind of depends on your strategy, but if you come up with a way where you can pull guard safely and start fighting from there, I would say to start with a grip. I don't like the situation where I pull guard and I'm just sitting here. But again, I don't like doesn't mean it doesn't work. Just means it doesn't work for me very well. I prefer that I have at least one grip that I can play with and I can use to get closer to my opponent. That way I can, start manipulating their posture, make them give me something, right? Even if it's a knee cut. So let's say I pulled, okay, and I only have, I don't know, this. Let's say, even if you go for a knee cut, right, that's an opportunity for me. I can get my shin and my foot, look, right, I can extend, get you down to half guard, and then I can come up and start working my way back in to butterfly. And that's one of the ways that you can kind of think about it, like scenarios that you can think of that could work. Obviously, any escape from a bad position, you can turn into butterfly guard, you can turn into half guard, you can turn into close guard. So I guess it just would depend how you choose to go from one position to the next. Cool.
Makes sense.
Is that answer-ish?
Yeah, it does. Makes sense.
Alright.
Just go inside.
Let's check out some more of your comments. Hi حبايبي, hi auntie.
Who just came in?
I'm not sure. My bad.
Zar!
Yeah, Zar's there. Everybody knows Zar's thing.
I can see it from the red and blue. From a mile away.
على راسي دكتور مصطفى, هلا بسوي لك. محمد جميل كيف حالك يا وحش؟ والله مشتاقين يا اخوي. هلا بعيد لك يا مصطفى. اي واحدة اعيد لك, السويب ولا هلا اللي كنت عم بحكي عليها اللي هي getting the butterfly guard from different positions. خبرني حبيبي. Every day, yes sir. We come live every day, 7 p.m. UAE time, except Fridays, I guess. So every day, 7 p.m. UAE time. I'm not sure what that is, what time that is over there. So we've been online now for I don't know, half an hour almost. جزاكم الله خير. شكرا عالي. شكرا يا أخي, جزاك الله خير على الحكي الحلو. السويب, اوكي, يلا.
What sweep?
أي سويب سووني بالآخر.
آخر sweep?
The
foot.
Okay, so we go into butterfly guard, doctor, okay, and I'm grabbing the belt with the arm behind the back. Okay, I'm turning a little bit sideways, and this front hook is the one that's gonna do the sweeping. The other one I'm gonna use to lift myself up. Okay, so I'll be here and I'll come up on that leg. If she gets swept, she gets swept. Okay, see this back leg? I use it to push myself up. So what she's gonna do most likely is try to posture up somehow with the legs. So he postures up and I switch to deep half guard. Okay, so this arm that was holding the wrist shoots under for the deep half, and I have to switch my hips to go all the way under my opponent. There. Okay? You see the hook? It's still behind her knee, and this foot is what I'm going to use to sweep. So I lift this up so I can grab the ankle, and I bring my foot to brace, okay, against the hooking foot. Alright? So I bring it behind and I brace with it, and now I just push in the same direction as the knee. But I can't push when the leg is on the mat, I have to push when it's elevated. So I push here and I come up into my over-under passing position.
I think the last one we did was the X guard.
Yeah, we'll do that again. We'll do that again.
Okay.
she just stands up. She just stands up. Perfect. So I go under, and I make an X. 1, 2. So I'm in nice X guard position, and my favorite sweep from X guard is the high-low sweep. So I push with the one leg against the hip, and I block her foot with the other leg. Lift yourself here, okay? And if you can grab the sleeve, that'd be great. Okay, but you don't have to. So I just push and pull, and then she gets swept over here. Doctor, let me know if you saw that, okay?
I think it started live at 11 a.m. in New York City time and New Jersey. What's the last sweep name?
The very last one?
Which one? The one we just did now is an X guard sweep. High-low X guard sweep. Right?
تسلم يا اخوي مصطفى. ابراهيم بدك تروح للظهر، تقدر تروح للظهر من الاكس جارد قصدك؟ اكيد بتقدر. اكيد. بس على السويب اللي قبل اللي كنا نسويها قبل الاكس جارد هذه شوي صعب تروح للظهر من هناك، لازم تحول للاكس جارد بعدين تروح للظهر من الاكس جارد.
The one before he's saying, what's it called?
انا لاحظت لما قريت اسمه لاحظت انه هذا مصطفى اللي اجى وياه مش الدكتور، بس معلش بنبعت تحيات للدكتور على كل حال.
He's saying the one before, what's it called?
The one before the X guard. Well, I don't really have a name for it actually. Professor Carlos, my brother showed it to me, so you can think of it as a what can we call it?
I've heard him give it a name.
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah, but something.
Foot something. I remember. There's no official name. I think Carlos just had.
You can call it deep half guard butterfly sweep. Just so you remember it like that. It's kind of like a deep half guard, but then you have the butterfly hook to help with the sweep. So, for me, it's the foot brace sweep. So brace with your feet and sweep. So that's kind of how I remember it. يا هلا بالدكتور مصطفى الغريري يا عمي، ذكرناك بالخير. You're welcome, man. هلا بالشباب الطيبة. Let me know, guys, if you have questions or you want to see any of those moves again. Like I said, we're here 7 p.m. every day, and be sharing jiu-jitsu with you guys as long as we have breath. We'll share jiu-jitsu with you guys, and as long as things are in lockdown, we can't go to our training facility, and now in the UAE they've closed down the malls, so there's really home is the best place to be. So if you're stay home, right, and please be safe. If you have other questions about other moves or other positions that I can help you with today, I'm happy to wait here for a minute or two and then see what you guys have for me. Happy to help you with anything you have. يسعدك يا دكتور، والله مشتاقين.
Okay, we lost everybody on my phone.
We did. What's up, Paulie? Good to see you. So for everybody that tuned in now or tuned in late, I'll be reposting or resharing the live video on my story so that you guys have an opportunity to watch it if you didn't get a chance to see it from the beginning. See the moves that we had to offer you guys today, and yeah, I guess that's it. Take care of people, stay safe, and we'll see you back here tomorrow at 7 p.m.
It's been 7:10.
Well, it's been, we'll be more punctual.
Bye, guys.
Who has a question?
Ooh, questions.
Wasim Khawasmi. I'll wait for you. Let me know your question, and I'm happy to help before I take off. Oh, we take off. Yeah.
Questions.
Waiting on you, Wasim. so bad.
Yeah, it's good.
There you go. How can you prevent chokes from butterfly sweep? You mean, are you the person being swept? Or are you the person sweeping? And how do you typically get choked from that position? Depends. There are like many things that can happen there. So from the bottom, if I let my mind go, I think I would, let me see. Butterfly guard, sorry. Right, butterfly guard. So I'm here in butterfly guard. Okay. I'm here in butterfly guard. The one way that I can kind of imagine that chokes would happen is if I go for a loop choke. So if instead of going for a butterfly guard, I pull. Oh, sorry.
Just punch me.
I pull my opponent's head in and I go for a loop choke here. Okay, so like a guillotine with the gi.
I managed to avoid cauliflower ears for 4 years, and now you just
down.
punched me. It's okay. It's okay. Okay.
Let me know what kind of chokes you get into from this position, and maybe I can help. Like, but if I'm the person that wants to avoid chokes, like I'm the person playing guard, then you just have to not give them their head, like your head in a bad way, right? So if I stick my head in here and she goes for guillotine, or if she goes for guillotine, right? That's just me not doing good jiu-jitsu, because her having the head here, okay, means that she also cannot post that side. So if I sweep her that side and she keeps this, she'll get swept. Most of the time when I do this, they let go and they post. Boom. And then you end up back to your original position. Let me see what you got.
But I'd rather accept the sweep and then go into guard and finish the choke, no? I can close guard, close. So
if you get guard.
Me,
if you get guard.
I try to get close guard so I can choke you.
If you get guard. Okay, come back. Over here, because there's going to be a sweep. Okay, let's say I come in here and somehow my head is too low and you catch it. And I go to sweep here. And you get swept. I can just escape my head here.
Okay, then I come with
Right,
belly.
right, I'm still playing guard. Still playing defense. Still everything here. But no choke. So I escape the submission that way by forcing a sweep. You could do that, but you have to really be careful with people who are really good at guillotines. They won't give you the opportunity to sweep them with it. They'll just, sever your head off with that guillotine. So be careful. I wouldn't give your head away that easily. And when I go forward in the butterfly guard, I keep my head stuck to my opponent. Okay? So I always keep my head stuck to my opponent's chest. So show me. You do it. Yeah, good. Coming close. Right, she needs to have her head right on my chest. Because otherwise, I'll make space and I'll push her down. So she needs to have her head stuck to me, grabbing the belt, pulling herself close. She moves sideways. Move sideways. Right, start grabbing my wrist and pushing it through.
This is the first sweep?
Yeah. Yeah, push it through, right? That's it. I'm done. Right, I'm done. Okay, so make sure your head positioning is correct, and then you'll be able to avoid, you're most welcome, you'll be able to avoid most submissions from there. Cool? You got anything over there?
Nope.
Alright, wonderful.
Alright guys.
Take it easy, people. We'll see you tomorrow, hopefully.
Be
7
safe,
p.m.
stay safe, be home.
Stay home.
Home's not so bad.
Not bad at all.